Hey everybody, welcome back to a Saturday afternoon edition of Keith's Beer Reviews. Today I'm going to return to the other of that tasting room sampler pack, the other tasting room beer that they put, that Boulevard put in. I'm going to do their Westside Rye Ale. Boulevard's done some really great things with rye, especially the Smokestack series. That Rye on Rye is one of my favorites. So I'm really looking forward to trying this. There's not a lot on the website. They just have a tasting room page where you can go in and rate. I've already done the IPA that I drank the other day with a link to my online review. This is a 5.2% ABV, 36 IBUs. They don't give you any hops. They say the malt bill is pale malt, malted rye, amber malt, melanoidin malt, and midnight wheat. And it says rye is 30% of the total grist. So let's get this Boulevard beer. It says here the tasting room was once the only place you could sample these. Sample test beers our brewers are working on for potential releases. Now we're bringing you these fledgling brews in our sample 12. And asking for your opinion. Tell us online, which I've done already on the other one. So let's get this in a glass. Little hiss, no smoke to speak of. Do a fairly aggressive pour down the side of the tulip here. I think I better stop there for now. There's a little more in the glass. We got a nice cloudy brown beer. Maybe some like yellow-orange highlights, almost chestnut colored. Got a couple fingers of creamy, really creamy looking off-white head. Nice looking beer, so let's get a nose on it. Okay, it's kind of subdued. You got some light fruit, maybe a bit of tart apple in there, some caramel, your malts, a little yeastiness. Little graininess, some faint pepper, little brown note, brown bread notes, probably from the rye, and some almost like leafy green herbal hop notes. It's subdued, it's a light aroma, but it smells pretty good, a lot going on, so let's give it a taste. Okay, yeah, it starts off with the caramel sweetness and definitely some apple fruitiness in there. Then there kind of some earthy notes, maybe a hint of black pepper, and the spiciness of the rye. The rye is light, but it really kind of contrasts and complements the earthy notes. The apple, almost apple cider type taste of the apple. The fruit's in there. Maybe just an echo of pear in there. There's definitely malty right at the front. Got a little spicy bite, probably from that rye, and it finishes with a slightly roasty, earthy bitterness, semi-dry finish. Not a bad tasting beer so far. So it's a really smooth drinking beer. It seems a little thin for that much malt bill. It's got a light body and a light medium carbonation, but anyway, let me sit. I will sit and sip on this a while and be back after a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's only been 10 minutes or so. I added the rest. Yeah, I've been sipping on this. Overall, I'd say this is a nice, easy drinking beer. Got a good amount of sweetness, but I really wanted and expected a little more, well, actually a lot more rye flavor. I mean, I know it's not going to be, you know, like their Smokestack series Rye on Rye or anything like that, but I was really, with that much 30% rye in the grist, I would have hoped for a little more rye flavor. It's almost like it's their pale ale that they just added some rye to, and maybe a little more hops. They don't list the hops. I think they're probably maybe even using some English hops from the taste of them, but I'm not really sure. The rye definitely isn't featured prominently enough, at least for my taste. I mean, there's some decent flavors going on, but for that much of a malt bill, it seems a little more diluted or watery at times. I mean, it's not bad. It's a good beer, but it just needs a little more something, either more malt or more rye and maybe a little more malt. But I mean, it's still a darn good beer. I mean, Boulevard never fails to please, that's for sure. Like I said, on the initial taste, it's a little thin. If you're going for something that's malt driven, maybe give it a little more body. But that being said, it's still a decent drinkable beer. Maybe with some tweaks, I might buy it if it comes out. But I'm going to give the Boulevard Brewing from their tasting room 12-pack. I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly what the name of the 12-pack now was, but anyway, their tasting room beer, their Westside Rye Ale, I'm still going to give it a good solid 8 out of 10. Not totally my hope for rye ale from Boulevard, but still a decent beer. So till next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers.